ॐ क्लीं कैवल्य October 5th, 2019. This is another beautiful morning. As always, I'm going to start with this. The sky is clear and hopefully it will remain sunny today. This is where we spend the night and I highly recommend it compared to the others. This seems to be very promising. I hope they maintain it. It's very new now. So I'm hoping that they're going to maintain the clean bed sheets and all of that stuff. So Suresh is there ready to get going, and there's the Gounder where we are going. So we are all set to head back to I have a rendezvous point called Kund where my nephews are going to come and meet me tomorrow noon. But before that, we need to get this kid going off back home. So we need to get to a place called Ukhimutt tonight. So we are going to trek back to Ranci, another 8 kilometers, maybe 10 from here, and then take a bus or a jeep or whatever that's available. Look at people coming. We're gonna give them room to go. Pony ride is fun, but I don't know if it's so much fun on the way up on a cliff. Jai Bholenath. All right, so we are headed off to Ukhimutt. It's the place where the Shiva from Madhmaheshwar, if I'm correct, and Shiva from Kedarnath, they bring them down in the winter, and that becomes then the place of pilgrimage in the winter. So that's where we are headed tonight, and then from there we'll hopefully get a place to stay, so that early morning I'll send off Suresh in a bus to Badrinath back home. He's homesick. No, anyway, that was a plan. October 6th he goes back, and I will head out to Kund, rendezvous point for meeting my nephews, from where I will sit in their car finally and go off to Kedarnath. So on that bright, optimistic note, we are headed out back. Another downhill trek to Gounder, and then from there is an uphill climb of 6 to 8 kilometers to Ranci. We are here at Gounder. We will settle accounts with the owner of the Kailash Tourist Lodge. Maybe have a cup of tea, maybe a couple of rotis, let's see, and then head out for the rest of the day towards Ranci. The day looks promising. I hope it stays that way.
Throughout the trek, the Madhmaheshwar Ganga river kept us company. The sight and sound of the river gushing down into the valley was breathtaking at every turn in the path. As I watched the river gushing forth in all her majestic power, coming down in the form of these amazing and beautiful waterfalls, I couldn't help thinking how watching something like this could be so calming and terrifying at the same time. Every now and then, along the trek, I would come across a beautiful waterfall that would flow down to join the river below. Deep spiritual insights and introspections were effortless as the mind was immersed in the sights and sounds of Mother Nature in her majestic, pristine form. The clear sunny weather revealed one of the most beautiful valleys of the Himalayan regions. For the most part, the environment was exceptionally silent, except for the sound of the river flowing below. This beautiful healing sound kept us company throughout the trek. The silence would be broken occasionally by chatter of monkeys that would playfully cross the path, or the sound of bells from ponies that would be taking pilgrims uphill to Madhmaheshwar.
This poor ladies got cornered. They're angry. Oh my gosh. Look at all these ladies carrying these heavy bundles of grass, going uphill, downhill. The livelihood. Back to civilization. हम उधर गए थे those two snow peaks behind this hill, that's where we were picking up Brahma Kamal, nahi? उधर तक गए. Goodbye Madhmaheshwar, until we meet again next year. What a glorious trip. Har Har Mahadev! You can see how many cars come right up to the spot and leave the travelers so then they can go trekking. These are the places where they provide ponies and cars and all this fun stuff. So we're coming back into Ranci. The weather is nice, so everybody's out drying clothes. It was a very different we did start off on a nice weather when we left from here 2 days ago. Just turned bad and rainy. There is our hotel, and here is a final goodbye to Madhmaheshwar. We trekked all down this road and then behind that hill. The magic of these mountains cannot be explained in words, cannot be captured in a video, however great the resolution is. The beauty of bumping into a huge eagle or running into an army of monkeys, big and gentle monkeys, or meeting sadhus, meeting great souls. This video is just capturing a minute fraction of what I am experiencing at this moment. So now we are going to go over here, have some breakfast. Suresh, I know, is starving. I am kind of hungry too. I'm not much of a foodie person, but I know I have to eat something. So I'll grab something and then we'll check out if one of these vehicles is going towards Ukhimutt. That's the place where Shiva from Madhmaheshwar, where we just were, and Shiva from Kedarnath come down in the winter. So that's another nice temple. Pay a visit today. Stay there overnight. I don't know if we took a video of this place or not, but this is where our kitchen is. And this was where we stayed. Up there in that room is where I stayed, and this is where Suresh stayed. Pretty decent rooms. Komal, it says Komal Tourist and Trekking Point. So if you are in Ranci at any point, so you have these places to crash out. Or if you come early at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, you could walk all the way down to Upper Bantoli and crash there for the night. I would do that. Not spend the night here, but go down there. So, I ended up eating 2 aloo parathas because they were so tasty. And now we are headed out. It seems there's some kind of election, so no vehicles are going to Ukhimutt. So we have rented a van for 1,000 rupees. ये है हमारे दोस्त, आपका नाम धीरू भट्ट. तो ये चलाते हैं. इनका है कोमल टूरिस्ट ट्रैकिंग. मैंने इनका कार्ड लिया हुआ है, so I'll put that कार्ड भी लगा देता हूँ YouTube में. ठीक है. जो कोई रांची आना चाहते हैं तो इनसे मिलिए. बढ़िया खाना, एकदम फर्स्ट क्लास है. रहने का जगह भी बहुत बढ़िया है. थैंक यू भैया. थैंक यू. जय भोलेनाथ. जय भो. So, having said that, there's our vehicle. And being an election day, I hope there's no any other problem. Some kind of local election, so there's no public transport going on today. So let me get into this vehicle and reach Ukhimutt, and we'll take it from there. If there are some interesting sights on the way, I'll try and video that as well. So we have come to Ukhimutt. This is Ukhimutt, and I am recording this from a little lodge that we have put up for the night. It's called Anushri Lodge, and we are going to be here. And I'm waiting for my nephews to join me tomorrow. So I thought I'll be a day earlier since we made everything in good time. So I'm put up here, and it's time to say goodbye to Suresh. He is let me get this right. He is leaving for Badrinath, and so Suresh, thank you भैया.
Thank you.
बहुत अच्छा काम किया. And he is the guy now. He's only 22 years old, so he's got a great and a bright future. तो अच्छा से मेहनत करना हमेशा. और तुम्हारा कोई नंबर है?
आपका नंबर दीजिए, मैं फोन करूँगा.
अच्छा. So we'll be in touch with him, and he is going to be anytime. जब भी मैं कोई भी यात्रा करूँगा तो तुम हमेशा हमारे साथ. ठीक है सर. Okay. Goodbye, Suresh. Goodbye. Okay, I'm going to see him off on a tempo or a truck or something that he will take him slowly to Badrinath, and then walk down to the village or something, explore Ukhimutt a little bit. But we are trying to look for a vehicle so that he can get going. Let's see. देखो. He's going to try and stop some vehicle. Let's see if Suresh finds his way to Rudraprayag. Looks like he's lucky. Rudraprayag. There he is. He's off. Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you. Chalo. There he is. Excellent. He's gone off with the Brahma Kamal. Godspeed, wishing him all the very best. Omkareshwar temple. This is what we are looking for. This is the main throne place of Panch Kedar. The place where Kina Mandata observed penance is famous as Omkareshwar. This is a worship place of God Sri Kedarnath ji, and is a second Kedar, Sri Madhmaheshwar ji. It is believed that this is the place where Usha, daughter of the king Banasur, tied the knot with Aniruddha, grandson of Sri Krishna. And after her name it was called Ukhimutt, which all later became Ukhimutt. The temple is constructed in Katyuri architecture style, and the main gate of the temple is built of wood. This temple is dedicated to Usha, Lord Shiva, Goddess Parvati, Aniruddha and Mandhata. Devotees may have darshan of Omkareshwar in the form of Lord Shiva, Kedarnath ji, Madhmaheshwar, Panch Kedar, Baba Bhairav ji, throne darshan of Kedarnath, wedding mandap of Usha and Aniruddha, and Chandika form of Ma Parvati. This is also the place of darshan of Chief Raval, that is the chief priest, Chatguru. Devotees acquire divine virtue by coming to this holy, legendary and mesmerizing place and offering prayer to the gods. So, half a kilometer from here. So this is kind of a landmark to show you're on that. My hotel is about a couple of kilometers this way. And then half a kilometer down is this temple. So, I'm going to visit that temple, not today evening, but tomorrow morning. Today I'm just going to chill in the hotel, give my crazy legs some rest. I want to wash all the blisters off my feet. I know it sounds gross, but I'm not giving you those pictures or taking those pictures or video of all of that. Luckily I got the blister packs that you can seal those blisters, so as you walk in the shoes it doesn't get worse. Anyway, so time to do some spa treatment to my body. I love this alone time, so I'm going to spend this time evening alone. Let's see if something comes up, and if I want to step out, of course I take my camera with me. I've decided to do that, but otherwise I'm going to trek back and chill the rest of the afternoon, trying to contemplate and make notes of some wonderful lessons that have come to me in this trip. It is very strange, the kind of experiences that I've had personally. None of them are new, but they were so much more vivid, so much more. It's almost like I kicked right back into gear, back into the old Puttaparthi days, and maybe even more powerful than the Puttaparthi days. That's how I feel. So I need time to digest all of that, and then we'll see the dreams that I've had, the experiences. For example, in Madhmaheshwar, I was literally pinned to my bed as I was lying on my back, and I tried to get up. I seemed to have slipped out of my body, and then it almost like I went into a parallel dimension. So these are too weird to even talk about. I don't generally, but it was so beautiful actually, that the initial discomfort was there, but after that it was amazing. So things like that I just want to process. So I'll sign off for now, find my way back to the hotel, get some rest, and I'll catch up again soon. Jai Sai Ram, Jai Bholenath, Gupta Kashi and Kedarnath. So tomorrow I'm going to head out like this, just as I walked in now. Anyway, a lot of places to stay even here at this junction itself, because if people want to go to Madhmaheshwar, they could take a break here and then decide to drive down from here to Ranci this way. Madhmaheshwar Pravesh Dwar is the gateway to Madhmaheshwar. So this whole thing takes you upper Ukhimutt, and then you go to Ranci from here. I decided to stay here. I'm up on the 3rd floor, beautiful view from the veranda. So it's nice and airy. It looked clean. 1200 rupees a night. Not too bad considering all the it's Anushri Lodge, Badrinath Marg. You see, that's the board. And I am up there, room number 304 somewhere. Anyway, I'm going to grab something cold to drink from this canteen, and then I'll head up to my room and chill the rest of the time. So it's early morning at Ukhimutt, and the owner of the Anushri Lodge has offered to give me a motorbike ride to the temple. So I am on the back of a motorbike, precariously holding on. I'm on my way to Omkareshwar temple, and I'm going to have darshan there and slowly walk back. Sri Omkareshwar Mandir, Panch Kedar, Gaddi Sthal, Ukhimatt, Rudraprayag. This is that famous temple, Omkareshwar temple, where Anirudh and oh gosh, what's her name? They get married. Usha get married. It's a huge place. Ancient. Ceremonial. As you go past the drummer, you have this courtyard. I'm exploring this myself for the first time, and there inside is the main shrine. Obviously I cannot go inside with the video, but look at the setting, it's so divine. It's this huge valley. Panch Kedar Linga Darshan. So in case we are not able to do all the 5 Panch Kedars, then you could have all the darshan here. The replicas of those lingas are kept here. There's a very beautiful energy in this premises. I'm just going to go around or go as much as I can. Some ancient schools, old schools, traditional schools. People stay here, I think. I'm not very sure how and where I can take these cameras. So I'm going to बस ऐसे बाहर अंदर नहीं जा अंदर नहीं अंदर नहीं. He's telling me don't take the camera inside, and I wasn't going to. I'm just going around the temple doing a pradakshina. I love the architecture of this temple. It's so unique. And it's all carved in stone. Everything is so beautiful about this temple. I wish I could do this kind of a detailed walkthrough with the other temples, but because of the rain and all of that, I couldn't. Hopefully I should be able to do this in Kedarnath. They have some kind of a TV screen here, I guess. On some occasions they must be displaying something out here. So inside there is an amazing Chandika, very small shrine, but extremely powerful energy of Chandika, this powerful aspect of Shakti of Shiva that is there. It's amazing. I don't even know how to describe it. And then there is that marriage hall and a place where Usha and Aniruddha got married. Aniruddha's grandson of Sri Krishna. And then, of course, there is that place where they keep the Kedar Baba, Kedarnath. When Shiva comes down, they have a gaddi, they call it. They rest at there, and then they bring the main idol itself into this. So this is Shiva's resting place in the winter from Kedarnath and Madhmaheshwar. For me personally, more than this temple, the Chandika, a little cave kind of a place there inside was amazing. I just sat there for about I don't know how long, but just out of the world.
Shivoham, 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 Shivoham,
Please consider subscribing to our channel on YouTube, the KYG channel, so you stay tuned to fresh yoga and spiritual content from KYG. Thank you for watching. Enrich your practice, empower your mind, enlighten your spirit. Namaste.
Kaivalya